Hey everybody, Fulcher Rash. Welcome back to 365 Days of Irish Tenor Banjo Tunes. Today we are on day 237, second to last day of the fall fair. I think my voice is slightly recovered over yesterday. We finished off the marches that were in the book. I finished off the marches, I finished off the mazurkas, and so I feel like now I can go back to maybe something that's a little more up my alley, which I definitely enjoyed the jigs. But then after that, I think we're going to need to knock off a few more polkas to really kind of keep things going along. But anyways, today we're going to be doing a jig. It's called Ships in Full Sail, and it is in G major. Do the first time through nice and slow like we always do, just so you can get a handle on the rhythm if you're following along. So I started this whole thing out, obviously, 237 days, 36, whatever it works out to be, days ago. And I often had a hard time finding examples of tunes to start, and then if I did, they were so full of ornamentation or so fast that I had a hard time following along. And there is the feature on YouTube. You can press the little gear and change the playback speed if you didn't know that. It's a handy tip. But even then it's a little distorted and it was hard to follow along. So I always try and do a version of these that is really nice and slow so that if you're a beginner, you can also follow along. I still consider myself a beginner. I mean, haven't even really been at this for a year solid. So anyways, we're going to do a slow version, and then we'll see if we maybe add some ornamentation or at the very least speed it up. So, the Ships in Full Sail. Okay, that's slow version. Let's see what we can do with a bit of practice. mistakes in there. Playing too fast, probably. It's like the bane of my existence. I just keep speeding up as I go, and I try and pull it back. I think I'm going to call it a night there, just because it's getting late. We'll see you all tomorrow. Salon.